Hello and welcome to the Irish EV Owners Association YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about range tests. I've been doing for the last 2 years range tests around Cork. I call it Tour de Cork because I live in Cork. And the second one is I'm just going and look around the city. So as you know, it's not very easy to judge the range of a vehicle because there are so many of them. You have WLTP, NEDC, and then you've got lots of different. If you ask someone what's the range of your particular EV, you're gonna get one answer, another person will say something different. So it's a bit difficult to compare and to know what you can do in real life. So I wanted to do this test as fair as possible, as consistent as possible with the least variables, so we get some good data. What is this test? So there is actually two tests. So it's a 46 kilometers loop. I'm doing it twice. First as I call the normal mode, and the second is the eco mode. So the normal mode, I just drive normally like you and I, like everyone would drive on their commute. I still use a bit of eco techniques, let's say, like to slow down. I try to anticipate, but for the rest, I'm driving normal speeds and I'm using the heater. I'm using everything as usual. So I'm not sparing in particular the car. The second test is the eco mode. So I will use the eco mode of the car, whatever it is. I will cut the air conditioning and I will drive a bit slower on the 100 kilometers an hour section. So I will drive 85 instead of 100. But for the rest, I would do pretty much the same. I just would accelerate a bit slower because of the eco mode of the car, probably, and that's it. So there is a bit of difference, as you can see from the previous results. So this test is 46 kilometers. It's a mix of a bit of everything. So because I wanted to have something that shows a bit of the real life, you know. So if you know Cork, I start near the fast chargers in Rochestown, and I take the ring road all the way to the tunnel on the north side, then I go straight into the city on Dublin Road. I go across the city, I drive in Patrick Street actually, and then I take Washington Street. I go completely to the west, and then I go to Wilton, back onto dual carriageway, and then what I do when I arrive in Kinsale Road roundabout, I just drive up the airport. So it's a section of 100 kilometers an hour and it's a very steep hill. So we've got a bit of a hill section. At the top of the airport, I take some back roads there. So it's kind of a country lane type of driving. So take all the back roads, and then there's a big downhill to Douglas Village, another city section, and I go back up to Carrigaline Road. So it goes up again, a main road, and in Carrigaline I just take a back road to go to Monkston and Passage West back to Rochestown. So if you're from Cork, you know what I'm talking about. But it's a mix of a bit of everything. So it's a good route and it gives some interesting results. So now it's the time to have a look at the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus to see what it can do on these conditions, and then we'll be able to compare that to previous results that you can see as well on the website. So I'm going to reset my trip meter. All right, we're good to go. I'm starting with the eco mode. Usually I do the other way around, normal mode and then eco mode, but it's 8 p.m. and it's going to get dark and colder, so I'll start with a bit of heat that I have left and do the eco mode with no heating. As you can see here, I'm not using the heater or the seats either. So this next hour will be fine. Another thing I forgot to tell you, I always do my test during the evening, so I can rule out any traffic issues. So usually the time spent on the road is pretty much the same, whatever the car is. The only variable is the weather, because of course in summer or in winter you get quite different results. But this is specified anyway in the test, in the table that you can see. Today is 11 degrees Celsius, so this is quite cold, but yeah, you'll see. All right, let's go. We are back to starting point. We have done the 47 kilometers in about 1 hour and 4 minutes. So that's 11.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer in average consumption, which is good in general, but is actually a bit disappointing considering the benchmark being the Ionic. The Ionic with the same temperature, winter temperature, I did 10.1. So this is much more efficient than the Model 3. Keep in mind though that with the Model 3, this one, I've got 19-inch wheels, which gives a deficit of about 5 to 10%. So it would still be not as good as the Ionic, but better than the other ones. I've done 11 with the Kona. That would be the next one, and it was a bit warmer. So yeah, so anyway, let's go for the fast run now. The driving conditions were very good on my first run. 1 hour 04 is a good time. There was no traffic, so I think it's not going to be much traffic either. It's after 9 p.m. now, so it's going to be quiet. The only stopping things that could stop me would be the traffic lights. Okay, so all right, let's go. The result of the regular run is, I don't know. So basically, the tunnel has been closed within the last hour, obviously. So I cannot go through, so I cannot do the same loop. So I'll go to charge a car and I'll do this tomorrow. Hey guys, so this is part 2 now. It's 7 p.m. day after. I said I would charge a car, but unfortunately I forgot. So we're down to 25% battery level now. It's gonna be a bit tight if I want to do 2 runs. So I'm gonna do the normal run, but if I've got spare battery enough, I'll try another one another time to do the second run, just to make sure the eco run. I mean, just to make sure there was nothing wrong yesterday about it. So let's go for it now. So I did 14.1 on the regular run. So that was kind of expected because I use the heater. There's no heat pump on this car, so and it's getting cold. It's 10 degrees, so yeah, the heater went on. So yeah, no, it's still okay. 14 kilowatt hours. It's a good result. But listen, yesterday I did the eco run with 11% of the battery. I used 14 on this normal run. I've got 11% left, so I think I just have enough to make another run. It's 47 kilometers from 11% battery. Sure. If I'm in trouble, there's probably going to be a charge on the way, right? Okay, let's go. Alright, so look at that. 1% left. So I'm stopping in Monkstown. It's just 7 kilometers or 6 kilometers to go, but yeah, 1% is just not enough. And there's a charge point literally on my route. So I'm just gonna top up for like 5 minutes and then I finish the trip. As you can see, 109. So that's a really better score than yesterday. So I'll average them too. Yeah, and that should be fine. I'm back. So my average was 11.0. So that's better than the 11.6 of yesterday. We'll average this to 11.3. As a reminder, 14.1 was the average of the regular run. So yeah, 11.3 is good. It's better than what I initially thought, and which means the Ionic is still the king of efficiency. The Model 3 cannot cannot get there. There's a bit of a difference there. Maybe on the motorway, because it's very aerodynamic. Maybe on a motorway the Model 3 is better at higher speed, but at regularly low speed like this, where the weight is more important than the aerodynamics, the Ioniq is better. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you live in Cork and if you don't mind lending me your EV for a couple of hours, please let me know. I'll be happy to test your car if it's not in the list yet, because I've done a few already. But if it's not in there, please let me know, and I'll be happy to test it and to add it to the list. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you liked as well. And we'll see you next weekend. Bye bye.